You're sitting on the edge of the couch. The television hums quietly. You say something gentle. He gives a short nod, doesn't look up. The room feels heavy again. That particular quiet settles over the house when two people stop trying to reach each other. You swallow hard. You ask yourself why this keeps happening. Is this just what love feels like now? Do I still love them, or just stay out of habit? Am I the only one fighting for this? You are not failing at love. You are simply navigating a season most couples never prepare for. The relationship didn't get colder because your affection faded. It got colder because your emotional safety quietly slipped away. When safety leaves, love doesn't disappear. It just goes underground to protect itself. Every committed couple has stood exactly where you stand right now. You didn't choose the wrong person. You just learned how to survive the distance instead of closing it. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why they pull away when you step back, what happens beneath the surface when you finally break the cycle, and how to create a shift that actually draws them toward you without begging or losing yourself. Let's get into it. Most couples believe that when a partner goes cold, they are slowly falling out of love or mentally preparing to leave. But the real truth is much quieter and far more human. Your partner's nervous system is reading your emotional tone long before their mind can catch up. When they withdraw, they aren't rejecting your heart. They are protecting their own overwhelmed system from a dynamic that suddenly feels too heavy. What looks like stonewalling is usually someone who has been carrying unspoken tension for so long that silence becomes their only safe harbor. Pushing harder only confirms their fear that connection equals pressure. Stepping back only confirms your fear that distance equals abandonment. This anxious avoidant cycle keeps both of you starving for the exact same thing. You both want safety. You both want presence. You both want a place to rest without being judged. When you finally see coldness as a stress response instead of a character flaw, everything shifts. You stop taking it personally. You start responding differently. That quiet change rewires the entire dynamic between you two. Here's the part no one talks about. The silence isn't punishment. It's a shutdown. Most couples assume cold distance is a deliberate power move. They think their partner is slowly checking out for good. But beneath the surface, what's actually happening is a nervous system that has completely hit its emotional limit. When unspoken tension builds, the body literally flips into conservation mode. You feel the freeze. You take it personally. You keep pushing for answers, but pressure only deepens the shutdown. Your partner isn't trying to hurt you. Their quiet mind is whispering, "I just need the noise to stop before I break." Here's the thing. Stepping back isn't surrender. It's strategic presence. Instead of demanding, "Why won't you talk to me?" you shift your tone. You say, "I can see you're carrying a lot right now. I'm right here when you're ready." That single shift changes the entire room. And when you do that, the walls between you start to come down without either of you having to say a word. And this is the one most couples never figure out. The space you create becomes a mirror. Most couples believe that pulling away means you're losing your grip. But the real dynamic is actually much simpler. When you stop chasing, you stop feeding the old cycle. The anxious energy finally dissolves. The heavy atmosphere clears completely. Suddenly, your partner is left alone with their own emotional patterns. Not louder conversations, not more compromising, not scheduling a weekly relationship meeting, but two people who finally feel safe enough to notice what's actually missing. They expect you to break first. They expect you to fill the gap with quick apologies. But here's what changes everything. When you don't, their projection completely shatters. They realize you aren't abandoning them. You're just stopping the exhausting dance. Instead of texting, "Are you mad at me?" you calmly send, "Taking space to recharge. I love you. Talk soon." Something in their quiet thoughts finally registers. Wait, they aren't trying to control me. They're just standing their ground. That's when your partner stops feeling like a problem to manage and starts feeling like a person to come home to. This is where it gets really interesting. The chase ends. The curiosity begins. Most couples mistake constant pursuit for deep devotion. They think more effort automatically equals stronger connection. But emotionally available people know the actual truth. Chasing signals deep anxiety instead of grounded love. Your nervous system screams that extra effort will fix the gap. But effort without emotional safety just feels like heavy pressure. When you finally stop running, something unexpected happens. You actually start seeing them again, not as a project, but as a person carrying quiet weight. Instead of asking, "What did I do wrong?" you calmly say, "I need a night to reset so I can show up better for us." That gentle question lands completely differently. It doesn't demand a quick fix. It offers a soft place to rest. This isn't a communication trick. It's just what mature adults naturally do when they stop fighting the current. And when you do that, the drift finally stops pulling you apart. Here's the shift that actually rewires attachment patterns. Absence triggers the repair reflex. Most couples assume physical distance creates permanent detachment. They believe out of sight automatically means out of mind. But human attachment biology tells a very different story. When the familiar pressure lifts, the brain naturally starts scanning for the missing connection. It isn't a manipulation tactic. It's a biological nervous system reset. You step away to breathe,